European Disney Channel, basically, is what they're becoming at the moment.
Yes, that's it. That's true. That's good.
But anyway, guys, we are getting ready to get started here. VoTF versus Cheesemo going to get going in just a few moments here. Once again, VoTF going to be spawning over here on the red side. Cheesemo spawning over here on the blue side. Gates about to open up. So let's open up our map. And Jebro, check out those splits for me.
Will do indeed. The Thief and the Warrior from the red team are going to be switching over to the Henge at the moment. What Up Frey's just gone through the mid. Trying to scout out maybe as well to see if anyone's going to mid, but he missed them obviously because they were stuffed. Can scout getting to the mid before What Up Fresh is going to be able to get about 3 ticks on that midpoint. Do see Henge is now being contested at the moment. The Super's moved over to there. Rom's defending that as well. Not Rob. Rob. Let's call him Rob. Tage has moved back to Henge. They want to try and get that point. They're trying to bunker up on it, try and get down as much damage as they can. Rom and Zapdos are going down. Azron's getting a lot of HP down as well. Rom's actually just gone down on the point. Super is on it, about 10% HP as well. Zapdos needs to try and get some CC in there, but Rom has gone down. Super is very, very low. Did just get up there actually, I do believe, but now Super is actually down on the point as well. The Shadow Refuge comes down, but Super's going to be able to get back up. Azron's on about 20% HP. He's getting chased down now as well by Leon, who's doing a very, very good job on that point at the moment. No, Rom's going to go down, and it's not looking too good at the moment for these guys. Sorry, apologies, that was Azron who just went down, and Zapdos has come back onto the point. Rom is back as well. They're trying to hold him down at Henge at the moment, but Red are getting all the points at the moment.
As we can see as well, going back over here to the middle, we do have some things happening here as well. You can see, though, at the moment, it is a VoTF currently in the lead with 29 points to 0. But anyway, as we go back over here to the middle, you can see Frey is teetering on the edge of the point up against Posey here, as we do see Marks down on the point itself over here. And these guys are going to be duking it out. And I just want to confirm something real quick with Posey's build, that he did actually swap out. Oh, he's actually keeping the Warhorn that he had in there previously, so he's actually running with Scepter Warhorn here. But again, Frey now, with the assistance of Guiletta, they are going to be able to take Frey into the downstate here. More than likely, actually, we won't see Black Powder, apologies. We'll see Posey come in for the stomp on Frey. Will get interrupted there, but now nice chain coming in there from Guiletta. They will get in there and they will stomp out Frey, and now we will be seeing Red Team VoTF taking control of that node. As we go back over here too, we can see with the elimination of Super that Cheese Mode will get control of their home node finally, and back over here at Red Team home node, Can Scout is looking to very quickly be getting control of this node, because Sizer is going to have to go up against Guiletta if they want to try to keep contention on this one. But what is Sizer up to here, as he does see an eye here on Guiletta, maybe able to try and go on there and burst him down. Here he comes, going to engage, missed the first engagement, but then not pull him out of stealth there. We'll jump right back onto him right now as we do see Guiletta. There he goes, jumping onto Guiletta, doing a lot of damage to Guiletta at the moment, as Sizer is going to try to poke through Guiletta here, trying to take him down. Guiletta trying his best to escape, but that's not going to happen there. Guiletta is going to get thrown into the downstate, but not going to get stopped just yet. I believe he managed to get a Shadow Refuge onto himself there, and there we go. He's actually getting himself back up into the game now, and Guiletta will be free to re-engage with the target of his choice, which in this case is going to be Azron. Coming in there, did have a Stolen Warrior ability up and ready to go there, so he's going to jump right onto Azron, get the damage rolling on him as he continues his rampage of trying to eliminate some of the members of Cheese Mode from this game.
Just having a look at Posey's spec at the moment, a little bit confused about some of the choices there. And he's going from the rune of Superior Rune of Speed. He's got the Warhorn. I think he's made a little bit of. Do you think that he failed to get rid of the Warhorn? Do you think he's actually going for it?
I think he's going for it. I think it's legit.
I mean, I think I do like Warhorn for that cripple.
There's quite a few Necros running it now.
Yeah. I've got it in mind.
Yeah, it's not a bad weapon.
It does open your utilities out more, because you don't have to use the speed. You can go for wells, like he's got his wells up, and it does seem to be working for him quite well. So yeah, I mean, it does seem like I completely praise the fact that
look at Guiletta right here. Guiletta keeping himself barely alive. He's been dodging projectiles left and right here. 3 stacks of oh no, look at this. He's still alive. He's hiding in the corner.
Nice.
Tage though. Tage with these cleanses like a boss came in there. Tage can actually cleanse that that bleed off them there and save his life. So Tage again, one of easily you know what, I'm just gonna write that there and say it. Tage probably the best guardian in the game. Is amazing at these sorts of things, and again really just doing an awesome job at that.
He is probably one of.
I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna say that there. The Tage probably is one of the best guardians, if not the best guardian in the game. Bunker wise,
I think you're gonna be probably right on there. I can't really think of many people who would be different.
But I'm gonna say it.
That's why I'm not going to say it. But it's a good choice. There isn't many people who would be able to contest on that, especially in the way he plays. But you're right about Leon. He just gets, look, he's on 1k HP and he's escaping. He's just run through two blue to get back through to mid. So he's running towards Tage. Tage is going to save his life again. He's going to be building up then. He's going to hit mid. He's just nipped onto there, going for Rom now, trying to get as much damage as he can onto that keep point there. And he's doing so well. Jesus, where has this guy come from? I mean, I've seen him in a fair few teams, but I've never seen him be as dominating as he has in the last couple of weeks. It just seems to have just kind of come out of nowhere, and he's just picked up some good teams. I don't know, he's improved, but I don't know.
Tage, I believe, was on a casual hiatus for some time, but recently has started to come back and play on these sort of super pugs again for the ESL weeklies, I believe. Hasn't really made an appearance in a major tournament just yet, but is still playing here in these ones. I think he does have intentions to, but is sort of waiting for the right time to jump in.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're doing really, really well. I mean, the whole map is, at the moment, still pretty open. I mean, blue have got mine, but that is the close point of red. Mid's contested. Canscout is versus Rom at the moment. You do see over at mine that Zapdos has got Super coming into the point now at the moment as well. Sorry, Super's actually just leaving the point. So Blue's still got the close point of red. And they kind of respawn, going back into the map now. I do see Thief, Super's running over towards Henge now. So they want to try and solidify that point. Then, I don't know. I mean, it's all over the shop at the moment. There doesn't seem to be much organisation. It seems to be very sketchy all over the place at the moment.
Yeah, right now, but well, I mean, both these teams are super evenly matched. They're both going to try to throw each other off here. They might try to some unorthodox things that they wouldn't normally do in their strategy here to try and throw them off from each other. And right now, we are seeing VoTF win at that. Mainly because, and let me just see where he's at to confirm this. Yeah, mainly because of the fact that we see Tage doing something that you normally don't see a Guardian do. And that is, he's moving between points. He's going, usually, up I mean, there's a lot of teams adjusting this now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure Frey has been doing this too. But we see a lot of teams doing this now where they don't just keep the Guardian AFK on mid. A lot of teams have really started to learn to rotate themselves now, and especially their Bunker Guardian. They will rotate the Bunker Guardian, who can provide a lot more support to that node and have that huge amount of tankability and support over there. While at the same time, they will keep their Spirit Ranger, who a lot of teams have come to accept as just one of the stronger 1v1 choices. They've opted to keep the Spirit Ranger back here on mid and choose that as the temporary mid bunker because they can bunk pretty decently in outnumbered scenarios for quite a bit of time too. So they just keep the Spirit Ranger there to keep that node in their favor while they are busy on other nodes, and as such they'll have the Spirit Ranger there, and if necessary they can pull people back to assist the Spirit Ranger on the fights themselves, like they're doing right now. Now that they've cleaned up Quarry over there, or apologies, Henge over there, they're just going to be pulling people back over here to assist with Canscout, and now that we have Tage back over here too, Canscout can actually lead this fight and go bunker over on Henge if he wants to. But I think now that he's already here and there's a fighting game, he probably is going to stay here, but if necessary, he could have traded out there.
It's true. I mean, a lot of people doing this, what they're doing with the Spirit, they're doing the same with the Warriors as well. They're kind of putting, because Hambo Warriors can really tank a point for as long as they like, for against two people quite well for a while until they get support back in there, especially they've got the stability as well, so they don't get knocked off the point as much. So yeah, it opens the map. If teams are playing like that, it opens the map for them, and it also kind of opens the map for the other team. So you see a lot of this play around the map at the moment where you kind of seeing a lot of fights going on all over the shop, which is good. I like that. I think that it really, really helps the game as well, and also helps people to try and regroup a little bit easier. So I think that's how Leon's actually surviving pretty damn well as well at the moment. Oh, Azron going down just in between Henge and the midpoint at the moment. So it's 100 points now to Red, Vengeance of the Fallen. But it's, you know, they're scrapping points here and there, but Vengeance of the Fallen seems to be getting those kills in the places, and they're getting the caps. Blue aren't getting the caps, they're not getting those regroups fast enough. I think Vengeance of the Fallen just catching them out all around the map at the moment.
Yeah, and Vengeance of the Fallen again doing just a really nice job over here. You can see not only do they have mid cap, but they've also got some contention going over here at far. You can see that Super's here. Super not doing the best of jobs, in honesty, so I may be able to take him down depending on how the two move over the next few seconds. But then back over here at the Henge, you can see they're fighting pretty nicely. They're fighting a little bit more they're fighting a little bit more aggressively than I would actually like them to see. They're actually going off node to take him down here a little bit. You can see it's a bit hard to narrate this fight at the moment just because of how spread out these guys are. So it's a little bit hard to catch what the full picture is. But over here at the mine, we did see Super get eliminated. So Cheesemo
nice.
now going to get full control of that. So GG on that. They managed to get that there. Super, I think, is a little bit mad that happened, but as we go back over here to mid 2, now you can see actually that we did see VoTF made a bit of a mistake here. They actually left mid open. Size was able to take advantage of that, and he is now decapped middle. And it's going to be him versus Guiletta, though, for control of that. We don't see anyone else for the time being incoming over that node just yet. At the same time, too, we do actually see Super making his way over here to the henge now once again to support that. Actually, no apologies. Super is going to make his way up to mid in order to support with that. But this is actually a very interesting thief fight. I love watching thief fights. These are somewhat interesting a lot. Some people kind of disagree with me, but I think these are really good to watch because these can be really close and they can go really quickly if people are not careful, because it really just comes down to a dodging race, and whoever ends up screwing up first is the one that ends up dying.
Especially with this spec as well. Oh, the thing that happened over at mine, Super got caught out. It was by the axe charge. I can't remember which ability it is now, but he just was running out, like Ron was just walking out of the point to try. He was on like 10 HP or something stupid, switched over and just launched straight into Super. He wasn't really expecting it, and he just nailed him for about 2 or 3k, and he just got him straight away. I think that's probably why I was quite pissed off at that point. It's quite funny to watch, actually.
As we see over here, though, mid, Super actually going to get taken down by CM at the moment here. We do see Sizer coming in and execute the stomp. That is going to connect. They're going to be able to take him out of the fight now. We also see Sizer getting focused on pretty heavily, so we do have to note, too, that I believe, at least, VoTF does have full control of this node. They should be getting ticks from it right now. No, yeah, they're getting ticks from that, so they do have full control of this node. But at the same time, with the elimination of Guiletta over here, we are going to see CM trade out control of that. We are going to see Cheese Mode will be getting control of middle node now. And at the same time, we're going to see Sizer now with these eliminations from the red team that were killed in middle a couple seconds ago spawning. Sizer with a really nice rotation, going to come back over here and come in to assist, to aggress on a Super as he tries to hold this node in his team's favor. As once again, we are now going to see a 2-cap going into the favor of Cheese Mode to make for a possible comeback here, but over here mine that might get neutralized over the next few seconds here, because Sizer in general might have a bit of a tough time staying on node versus Super. Thankfully, he does have Aswan coming in, and Aswan can very easily stay on node versus Super, so this should, once again, assuming things don't go too crazy over here, we should see him holding on to this node.
Yeah, he's doing well to hold it at the moment. I mean, Super's in a lot of trouble now. I mean, he's got to get out of there every car. He's just trying to keep it. He wasn't even keeping it contested. He probably should have just run there, to be honest, rather than keep it. He's just trying to keep them there, I guess, at that point in time. But now Leon's going to go and get a free cap at mid. Oh, he's just going to decap. Okay, see Sizer coming. Oh, that was a nice little tactic he did there. So he went down, he left the point contested, and he actually drew Sizer in there. He ported down, came up from behind up the steps on Sizer. It didn't pay off in the end because there was support coming in. But that was really nice play from Leon. These two thieves are really, really good at the way they think about it. It's all good pressing that 3 button. It's all good pressing that 2 button. But if you're not moving around the map like these guys are, then you're not doing it properly. And these guys have both got the patience and the skill to... These are two of the top thieves in EU. They've got to be.
Yeah.
In all world, I'd say.
They're definitely pretty good ones. Guiletta's kind of new, so I wouldn't necessarily denote him as like top thief just yet. I don't think he's
necessarily... I'm going to do it now.
You're going to make that leap. I wouldn't necessarily denote him with that honor just yet. I think there are some other good ones too. But as we do see over here, you definitely are going to see CM holding on to that node. CM actually about to come back here. They're only about 20 points behind now, so we could see a very epic comeback indeed. As once again, we do have to note this too. We've sort of been ignoring this for quite some time. CM has been doing a really nice job of keeping these contests going for multiple minutes at a time, in addition to keeping really aggressive control over the mine. I would have almost thought they would have definitely lost that by now, but Sizer has just been doing an amazing job of rotating back over there when necessary to actually get control back onto that node. And just in general too, you can see that they've really been rotating themselves so that not necessarily so that they've been winning these team fights, as we can see by the personal scores, it actually is in their favor. So not necessarily that they've been winning these fights, but so much that they've actually been able to keep people on them and keep them going and slowly just whittling down their opponents. The personal scores in general are actually fairly close, although it is leaning a little bit in the Cheese Mode's favor. So overall, like, nobody has a crazy advantage on the team fight side of things, from what I can tell from the personal score, at least.
They really have gone back. 120 points, got back really damn quickly. And the match has only got 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, so these boss kills are going to be extremely important. Now, as it comes through, it's 25 points free kill for, I don't know, what do you reckon they should do in this situation?
This is where it's going to get tricky for VoTF, because now they need to decide where do we want to do this, because you got to watch bosses too. Bosses are up, and these are the only time bosses are going to get killed. It's really important how VoTF just wants to decide how they're going to handle this. Now it looks like they are going to put the most of their pressure back over here onto the mine as they're going to try to take that back. We see 3 people from VoTF falling back to take care of that. We're also going to see Frey and Sizer rotating over here to compensate for that, but at the same time, nice job over here by Guiletta. Guiletta, again, snuck past. There was literally like three or four people from Cheese Mode sitting right here. Guletta snuck past all of them and got over here and got the decap going back on Quarry. So they need to get a kill now because, again, as we take a look over here, now, again, the lead is going to shift back into the favor of VoTF. VoTF has the lead. 27 seconds left in the game. We got to see boss kills coming into play from Cheese Mode. If they get those boss kills, they can still win this. I think one boss kill might be able to do it here, but we're going to have to see Sizer. No, Sizer, don't go there. Sizer going for the decap instead, not going for a boss kill. And as we take a look back at the fight over here mid, though, Posse might be going down over the next few seconds here. Rom as well is getting very low back over here at the mine, or apologies, at the henge fight, as we do see Guletta is making excellent progress versus him. Sizer is going in for the cap, but there's only 3 seconds left in the game here, and it's just not going to be possible here. With that, we are going to be seeing timer now ticking down. VoTF, due to a lack of kills in the bosses, will be taking this game, and they will now be up 1-0 in this set.
Man, why didn't they go for the boss kill?
Honestly,
they would have won.
I think they forgot about it.
I don't think they were aware of the time. Maybe.
I'm gonna be completely realistic with you. It doesn't happen that often on this map. That's the first time in quite some time that we've had a timer kill on this. We've had a timer win on this map.
On this map, yeah. That's true.
We barely see timer wins on this map, so.
It's normally this one.
Because you gotta remember too, is that timer's pretty small. Like as a bit of a honest.
You need to get a bit more of a warning, maybe, like a red alert kind of thing.
It happens.
Warning! Forest is on fire or something.
It happens so little that teams don't really look at the timer because 90% of games, 95% of games will end before that timer ticks down.
Yeah.
So they probably weren't even looking at that, and they were like, it was probably just like, oh. The game ended. It's probably one of those things, and it was a bit anticlimactic for us here because we kind of saw it. But overall, though, very nice game though. VoTF did manage to win that one though. But again, really nice comeback from Cheese Mode there towards the end. They got themselves up really high on that scoreboard just because of how long they were holding those contestants and. Bang up job by Sizer there with that hold over there in mine. For the most part, that was all him there. That was holding that mine point for the longest time. And that's Red Team's home though too. And with so many people from Red Team dying because of that henge fight, that was really impressive that they were able to that Sizer was able to get in there and hold that for such a long time. Obviously had the assistance of, I believe, some of the other guys from Cheese Mode too. I don't remember exactly who it was. I want to say it was
Azron.
Yeah, I think it was Azron that was coming in there to the system. But so really nice job with that. They almost came back, but. A bit of ignorance on the timer there, I think ended up sealing the deal there for VoTF. So they're now up 1-0. We are going to be back in Legacy of the Foe Fire now. So let's jump into our in-game cams. Get ourselves ready to go.
Sending off some tweetage. Update people.
And by the way, guys, we are still collecting people for the gem giveaway. We're kind of going to do it collectively here because we think Twitch chat's a bit buggy today. We have 32 entries out of how many viewers?
350
out of 360 viewers, or 370 viewers, we have 20 entries. So
there's a big tournament. There's something big going on.
32 tournaments, or 32 entries rather. So if you guys would like to win a gem code, just go ahead and put the word gems in the chat, and you will be entered to win that gem code. We're kind of just going to collectively collect everyone we can over the course of the stream. Because we're not sure who can chat and who can't, so we want to try to give everybody the best chance possible to try and get their votes in there.
That makes sense. That's very nice of you. I've got to say.
Thank you very much.
Oh my good lord. You're a kind person. Oh, it's bugging out for me now. That's great.
What's up? The chat?
Another video as well.
Yeah.
God, jeez.
LCS or something is probably live.
Something like that.
Something like that. Something big is live.
Okay. Well, sorry. English people, I'm trying to
Anyway.
What do you reckon is going to happen on this map? I mean, to be honest, that could have really, at the end, it really could have gone any way. I think that kind of felt like a warm-up for Cheese Mode. Do you know what I mean? Especially when they kind of brought it back. I mean, at the beginning, I think Cheese Mode had been a little bit shaky over the last couple of weeks, more so than usual. I know they've won games and stuff, obviously, but...
Well, I mean, they won the VVV tournament last weekend, so I wouldn't necessarily say they were shaky.
True.
They might have
not
been a bit of a
shaky,
rough patch there, but
here and there, they've lost games where I would have thought, no, I'm not sure they would have normally lost that. But, yeah, I wouldn't say shake, because obviously, yeah, they won a tournament, so... But shaky for Cheese Mode is winning a tournament.
Oh boy.
That makes no sense. But hey ho. I wonder who in the chat, what people in the chat actually think about this at the moment. If they're actually...
The chat's working fine now, I think.
Yay!
Now
Say gems. Say Smeg. Yay, Smeg. Oh yeah, Smeg is gems backwards.
Oh my god.
Yes! I never thought about that. Oh my holy Jesus. That's awesome. Red Dwarf fans out there, well done.
Alrighty guys, so we are just waiting. Rom is AFK at the moment. As soon as he gets back, we will be getting started with our next matchup here.
He's in the snow then.
Rom is taking his union-mandated sig and piss. So.
Remember that interview?
Yeah.
Just I kind of got an image in my head of just a guy just at the top of a mountain with the moon behind him. And it's like,
so, and by the way, we did get a confirmation that, because they were talking about it in map chat, that Sizer said that they basically, they kind of missed the timer, and that's why it ended that way. Because they were like, they didn't realize the game was going to end that quickly, so they just missed the timer, and that was just a bit of an oversight there, and that's what ended up happening.
oh dear. Well, that's just unlucky. Because I mean, with these two teams as well, the way they're fighting against each other, they're going to get drawn into these fights as well.
Yeah.
Because they kind of fight each other every week as well. Sometimes I think they're matching each other like 1v1 sometimes, and they're just getting drawn into these fights, and I think they're enjoying them to such a degree that you just forget, and it does happen a lot, and the time is very short, and there is no warning. There's a Lord warning, but there is no timer warning, so there is always that, guys. If teams do forget, but that's why in this match, especially, if they get to that kind of point, then the Lord kill is something that they could do to actually benefit them quite sufficiently. A lot.
Yeah. We may very well see a Lord kill come into play here. I definitely think it's a possibility.
Let's pray to the Lords of Lord kill, if that makes sense. Lords of Lord kill? The God of Lord kills. There is no God of Lord kills. God damn it. That's just not fair, is it? Come on, guys. Zip up your trousers and hurry up. Get in the map. I want to see who wins. We've still got the finals to go. Awesome.
So we are just waiting for the ready ups here, guys. Currently waiting on both sides. I'm actually kind of curious as to what's going on, but
I think they like Rum died at Bath. Rum died apparently. Alright, so
Rum dead.
Caster's ready.
The match starts soon.
Alrighty, guys, so here we go with the second round getting started right now which is going to be VoTF versus Cheese Mode. Should be getting started any second now, guys. Once again, if VoTF does end up taking this one, they will be moving on to the grand finals to take on 55 HG Monks. But we are getting started here, guys. Let's open up our map and check out the splits. Coming directly out of the gate here, we are going to be seeing Sizer from Cheese Mode make his way over here to the waterfall. We also are going to see everybody that's going to the front gate from VoTF. We are going to see 3 people, I believe. Yeah, 3 people from VoTF are going to stealth up and come over here. They're probably going to demolish Sizer, so this is going to be very bad for them indeed. Taser run a bit of interference because I think they do see this coming onto Frey over here, and as well, we're going to see 2 people from the blue team aggressing onto Super that back over here at the quarry, so that'll be happening as well. But let's go back over here to the waterfall and see how this fight is going, as again, we do see it's now turned into a 2v2, I believe, with Sizer and Frey going up against Posey and Guiletta, as now we've seen Tage fall back over here to the middle too, along with Kanscout to take on Zeptos and Azron for control of the graveyard node.
Then I just don't think it's going to take something special to get Sizer in that kind of situation. I think he's a clever person. Not only is he just a generally good player, you can tell he's a clever guy. He's not just going to sit there and wait for they're talking across the map. The stealth is good, but there wasn't enough burst from them to actually take advantage of that. And now they're switched over, and Posey's going to go down. Tage is coming in, but it's a bit late. He's not going to be able to do anything about that. So he's coming to the point. He has rotated in very well, But the point is that we've been talking about how Tage has been moving around the map so well to get into the team fights, but now he's on his own. So unless Posey's going to come back over here, he's going to be a bit screwed because he's against Sizer at the moment. And Sizer's supposed to be a 1v1, whereas Tage isn't. So mid now, potentially, is probably going to be going to... It is more in favour of red at the moment. Can Scout is going down... I think I've got some lag there.
It's looking fine for me. So continuing on with the cast, we do have Sizer and Azron. They'll be taking control of Waterfall in just a couple of seconds. Back over here at the Quarry 2, we can see that we did actually see Cheese Mode, I think, sort of had dominant control of Quarry for a little bit there. But then we also saw now we have both Posey and Super from VoTF at the moment. They're going to come in here. Rom is actually going to be able to get on the node and keep it contested for a little bit longer. But in this 2v1 scenario, they should be able to eliminate Rom from the fight, and then they'll be able to get control of that node back again. We also are going to see Zapdos making his way back over here too. So that looks sure things into a 2v2 with no one having control just yet. But as we can see here, it is tied for the rather it is in Cheese Mode's favor for the time being here, with 48 points to 5 points in the favor of VoTF, with Cheese Mode looking to not only hold on to Waterfall but possibly take control of the Graveyard in a couple seconds too, depending. Actually, they still Tage, so Tage should be able to keep it contested, but they've almost got it capped here. Now it's going to be stalemated though, so things should be continuing on in Cheese Mode's favor for the time being, but no one will actually get control of that node for quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, over at Quarium, What Up Phrase just coming in. Zapdos has just come out of the point. He's coming back in now. Posey's now on the point. It's very much a 2v2. I'm not sure who I'm going to favour at the moment. I mean, it's all very, very equal over here. The mids, you know, that's 2v... I get some really horrendous lag at them. I'm not sure why. 2v2 at the moment, I think. Waterfall. This battle between Sizer and Leon is just always going on. But, you know, Sizer's got the point at the moment. So they're literally fighting over the only points of the game, other than Zapdos going down over at Quarry at the moment. So he's going to be a bit screwed over here on his own, Frey, unfortunately. He's going to have to... I'm not sure... He wants to keep it contested for as long as he can, but he's going to leave now just as they get it contested, just as they get it into the red. Sorry about that for a second. I was getting some horrendous lag, so I couldn't really see whether or not what I was saying was actually correct.
And as we go back over here to the mid 2, we can see Can Scout Tage along with, I believe, Super. Yeah, Super over here too are going to fight for control middle. Super actually is just going to bypass middle, make us over here to the Waterfall fight, where we do currently have Guiletta, DeLeon, and Sizer once again going at it in the 1v1. Guiletta currently winning that, but is more than definitely going to be winning that now that he is going to have the support of Super. As one as you can see in the path here, as well as consider coming back. Yep, he is going to be coming back, but we do see VoTF making excellent progress on this node. They should be able to get a cap in just a couple seconds, but that could change now too. Frey was going to come back, but then decided not to. Azron is here, however, trying to support Sizer. Sizer now in the downstate will not be able to interrupt that, will not be able to get that third ability out there on his downstate bar and get himself into stealth, so he is going to be eliminated there. Now we also see Frey's going to come back here. Bunker Guardian from CM to support this fight over here. Again, Frey's build, very tanky as well as very supportive, as you would expect from a Bunker Guardian, so definitely is going to be crucial to having in high intensity fights. So as we see though, they may be able to turn things around. CM may be able to back onto the members of VoTF now, as we do see Guiletta getting very low. At the very least, we did see Guiletta get off node temporarily here. He should be coming up in about 3 seconds, so she'll be okay once he pops that off there. Back over here in the middle too, we can see that we have Tage along with Rom and just duking it out at each other there. Zapdos also going off on Can Scout at the moment, as Can Scout was dueling a 1v1, but then Can Scout moved onto the node itself, as at the moment it seems that VoTF has fairly dominant control of that node. We also see Sizer is coming to aggress this a little bit, but now with the engagement coming in from Zapdos, Sizer should be able to jump in here, get a fairly decent amount of damage there off on a Posey, and maybe even turn Posey into the downstate there. Just trying to go over to Posey's point of view now, see how he's hanging. He got 3.8k health left. He's going to be taking about 1k6 per hit here, but now that Sizer's actually in the melee mode there, he's going to be able, or rather, now that he has his SD set up, he should be able to do the direct damage a lot more. He did go down there, but again, they got the res off due to the Spirit dying at a pretty convenient time for him there, so they got Posey back up into the game, and they're once again fighting for control of this node. But for the time being, this is still a very stalemated match and could go in either team's favor. We're currently 84 to 106 with Cheese Mode in the lead. However, we do see VoTF with the one and only capture point right now, and that again was a really nice res that went off there onto Zapdos.
Really good, really
but again,
nice res.
The chase is on here as Tage has joined this fight too now, so they're going to be free to move off node. They did take Zapdos into the down so much more. This time they are just going to leave him there to bleed out now. We have Frey and Rom in mid, and then back over here the Waterfall too. We are soon going to have Sizer joining it, but we're also going to be having Azron over here trying to take down Guiletta Delon. With the joining of Sizer, Sizer will instantly take down Guiletta, call his mission as accomplished, and now go back over here to mid, where in mid we can see it's still being stalemated as we would usually expect on this map. No one has control of it yet, and probably no one will be taking control of it for quite some time.
Solid. So we got one cap apiece just as the scores have gone broken even. So 100 points and only almost halfway through the game. This doesn't happen. I can't remember the last time this happened, like other than the last match, obviously. But being so equal that the points are that low in the match. It's like 8.5 minutes to go. Only 120 points in the game is nothing to separate the teams at the moment, other than Posey's on low HP, and that's because he's in Death Shard. And you know what I mean? What's it gonna? Are we gonna come to like a Lord kills 150 points? That's more than both teams have even got at the moment. If it keeps going like this, we're only going to hit about 300 points max in the match, unless something really, really changes. I mean, no one's guarding their close points. Everyone is now on the mid. It's full 5-on-5. Oh, they're starting to disperse now, starting to go over to Quora. So that's it. There you go. Sizer being the one who's going to start pulling away. He's going to try and get that decap as soon as he can. Not sure he's going to get it. Is Kanscout going to be able to get in?
Oh, nice pass. He's going to go after the Kanscout. Will carry to the decap now. Nice in there by Sizer indeed. He's going to get the decap once again. Sizer, awesome job on that. Now these guys are going to duke it out, but probably indefinitely contest this in all honesty. Sizer may decide to pull out, however, and things get a bit hairy for him. We don't see anyone else falling back just yet, but back over here at the mid too, we can see that things have dissipated back into just a 1v1 between Tage and What Up Frey. Off the itself, we do see two people from CM. Azron and Zapdos are currently trying to take down Posey over here. And as we go back over here to the waterfalls, well, we can see once again that Guileta is going up against Rom for control of this point. So currently all three nodes contested, 7 minutes remaining in the game. But we do still see Cheese Mode in the lead by an extremely small margin, about 15 points, with the scores themselves being 145 to 159. But now as we do see VoTF taking control of a point here, that margin will start to close itself once again as VoTF will grow ever so closer to once again getting in the lead again. We do actually see back at the quarry itself, you can see Sizer is still playing a bit of a game with Super over here, jumping into stealth and out of stealth again in hopes of decapping the point, but it did fail there. Super was kind of knew that, but he's going to try to juke him again. Super knows what's up though. Super's not going to get caught by this too easily, so we are going to see more than likely here. We will now see Sizer make his way back to mid. We're in mid itself. We still don't have a cap with 6.5 minutes left in the game. While this was happening though over there at the quarry, we did see Rom take full control of the waterfall. He's since rejoined the mid fight, and they're now assisting with this. Let's go in on Tage and watch what's happening in his neck of the woods. He actually is getting somewhat low on cooldowns here. Just Popper needed focus. Still has some of his shouts. Specifically, he has a stand your ground coming up here. He'll have his savior shields coming up in 3 seconds, but that necessarily might not be such a good thing. We'll have to see when they actually pops it though, if it will be or not. It's nothing like too heavy on the Connie side that could really destroy his team that would force him to pop that to make it apologies to force him to use it for something like that wasn't necessarily beneficial to him. So he should be able to use that as actually a much more defensive cooldown for himself, if necessary. But he's okay now. You can see he's gotten his health up to a decent amount, and most of his cooldowns are starting to come back up and available now. But there is some burst coming in from Cheese Mode, so he may be forced to pop this again over the next few seconds. But overall, he's doing okay. Kanscout, however, as we take a look at him, is not doing too hot at the moment. Was forced to bring out his Spirit there, I believe. It is actually, apologies, that's the enemy Spirit. It's Azron Spirit that is out at the moment. His was already popped a few and killed about 30 seconds ago. So he's up right now. He's doing okay. And as this fight's going to continue on, more than likely, will stay contested. And as we can see, too, back over here at the quarry, there's no signs of a decap happening over there. And over here, again, Guileta is absolutely destroying over here in the waterfall as he once again is poised to not only take the decap, but possibly take the full cap as well. But this could be close, though, because Rom has the potential to finish this round very quickly. We'll have this AoE to throw on, but we do see the Warrior Steel ability coming off there from Guileta. We'll take him into the downside. Stealth stuff coming off from Guileta. There will not be an interrupt going off on that. And now Guileta will start to take control of the waterfall, but it's going to get stopped by that a little bit there, as we are going to see Sizer coming in to fight him for control of that. And we may... No, Guileta looks like he's actually going to fight it there. So the record so far, I think, has been Sizer winning up against Guileta just overall. And just looking at the health pool, Sizer's more than likely going to win this 1v1 and get the point back for his team. But because of the fact that we've had Guileta delaying the cap over there on Waterfall for such a huge amount of time, it's just been a huge benefit here for the members of the blue team. And again, apologies for the members of the red team, VoTF. And again, you can see that once everyone leaves middle, these Guardians have no reasons to contest each other. So they're going to stand on opposite ends of the node, look frowningly at each other, just because their teammates said, you guys be nice to each other your way. We gotta go play on the other nodes real quick. We gotta go take care of some business, and then when we come back, then you two can punch each other again. But now they've come back, so they're gonna be DPSing each other. Actually, we do see Tage moving off the node. He's gonna be making his way over here to the waterfall, actually, so we can see what's going on over here. We do have Tage. He's gonna be assisted by Kanscout and Super over here, and they will be up against Zapdos and Rom for control of this node. Quarry's completely uncontested for the time being, still sitting pretty. I'm surprised Sizer hasn't made another run for it just yet, but as I'm saying that, he's gonna go for Quarry right now, come in to try and take this node away from his opponents. Posey over here too, as you can see, he's going to try to come in to save the decap, but that's not going to happen as Azron will be jumping on him along with another Bowsy Venom that'll come up there from Sizer onto Posey. and that will keep him from getting on the node in time in order to stop the decap. And here comes Guiletta now on the sides. Sides are going to take a lot of damage here from Guiletta. Guiletta maybe going in. Guiletta maybe taking out Sizer for the next few seconds, but Sizer, nice dodges indeed. He'll keep himself alive. He'll coming up in about 8 seconds. Sizer may get a chance to re-engage over here now onto Guiletta. We'll have to see. He's going to play it safe for the time either. Doesn't want to screw around with his opponent Thief. His heal's about to come up though. Sizer should be in a much better spot though. And these guys are going to be in a bit of a dance here now as they will try to take each other out over the next few seconds. But we shall come back to this in just a moment. Going back over here to the waterfall, we can see Zapdos and Tage duking it out. Rom as well as Kanscott are also going to use himself off point. And then back on mid itself, we have Super once again versus Frey going in for the control of mid, which again has yet to happen fully for either team. And we've only got 3 minutes left in this game, so more than likely we could see another timer kill here. And if we do, at the moment, if things stay the way they are, VoTF will be taking it once again.
That was cool. Suppose it just went down.
Yeah, but look,
I'm not even sure that was on purpose.
We let it gonna take Sizer and Azran down, but Posty gonna go down to damage there because of the AoE that was down on point. That would have been amazing had Guiletta pulled that off there. Taking them both down and stomping out one of them would have saved the day. Unfortunately, there was too much damage going off on Posty there, and as such, we did see him get eliminated before he was actually able to, before he was actually able to kill one of them. So very unfortunate for Guiletta there. But with that said, we will now see Cheesemo to take control of a point for the first time in quite some time, actually. Azron will be getting control of the quarry node back over here. Waterfall 2, we can see this is still heavily contested. And then back in mid, once again, things are still contested, but Cheesemo does not want to give this up because they have been so close. Ever since about the 8 to 7 minute mark, they have had this thing this close to being capped, and they have not given up 1 inch of it just yet.
The maths is coming out. It's doable. They can get the points and get ahead at the moment if they just hold 1 point. But is that safe enough for
in all honesty, I think VoTF is going to rush Lord, and then yup, they're going to do that right now.
They're doing it right now. Oh god.
They want that cushion now because they realize, all right, no one is going to win here in 2 minutes by points. So if we kill the Lord, we're safe. We just have to make... But, look over here, look over here, look over here. We can see Red Lord 2. Red Lord is already being contested by CMs. They're going in for the Red Lord. Red Lord taking crap tons of damage here. Blue Red team over here. VoTF has yet to actually get to that Red Lord itself. They're trying to DPS it down. The DPS is so slow coming in from Cheesemo, though. Now we're going to go over here, check it back on the Blue Lord. The Blue Lord is just now being engaged by Car Crash. Or apologies, not by Car Crash. VoTF says we go back over here. We can see Red Lord has been killed.
Have a look at the
now
Blue
we have
Lord.
We have to see now over here the Blue Lord.
Blue Lord's on 30%
very quickly as well. Blue Lord might get taken down by VoTF.
He's going to go down now.
He's going to go down now too, so we still see VoTF still has the lead. Both Lords have now been killed. Now it's a race to get back to the points, get control of those nodes, and then hold a lead for themselves. Going back over here, currently still 1-1 caps. We see Raw making a desperate attempt to get over here to the waterfall, trying to decap here. He's going to be so close behind by Kanscott. No decap will happen over there. Going back to the quarry as well, we can see that blue team is holding that back, still firmly in their control. Everyone and anyone from Cheesemo now is to all in onto this waterfall point. There's 50 seconds left in the game. They need to come back. There's no more point gains to get here. There's only 40. There's a 40-point gap here. They need to close this down. They need some huge amounts of kills. They need to cap mid, and I just don't know if it's going to be possible in 45 seconds here. It's going to be so close, but right now, VoTF just has such a solid grasp. They've extended themselves. They're putting so much pressure on mid. They're not going to be able to do it, guys. I just don't think it's going to be happening. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Still have a 40-point gap to close here. Cheesemo is trying so hard to close this gap now, but VoTF spreading themselves out so much and just going to make that basically an impossible task. VoTF still holding on to the waterfall, still getting the points that are necessary, and I just don't think it's going to be happening, guys. 19 seconds remaining. Rom tried to get on that point. He almost got there just in time in order to stop in order to get the decap off there, but was not able to do so. So with Rom going down here, with him getting stopped out over the next few seconds, and 8 seconds remaining in the game, guys, VoTF is going to bring themselves up to a 2-0, and they will be moving on to the grand finals of ESL Weekly Cup number 15.
Nice. Good match. They actually got to 500.